Hey everybody, it's Mike Jensen from Grayman Academy. Normally we post our thoughts for Thursday on Thursdays, but I wanted to post another time this week because there was a terror attack in London. You may have heard of it. They're calling it the bucket bomb attack. And there were some things. Note that I want to talk about two or three issues here, just from my initial reading of several websites about what happened, that I think are important for us to be aware of and things that we actually cover in our training. And I want to make it clear at the outset that I am not criticizing or condemning the London police, the underground security, or the people, the victims of this attack. I'm trying to use this as an opportunity for us to learn something and to be better prepared for future events like this, because I guarantee there will be future events like this. All right, so first off, our threat, if we are going to ride the subway, the London Underground in particular has had several terrorist attacks over years. You remember the big 7/7, the July 7 attack in London several years ago was a subway attack. It's a highly vulnerable, soft target. They can't do the kind of security you get at airports. There's too many people moving through there too fast. Right? So we should be aware, if I'm going to ride the London Underground or a subway or anywhere, I should go through the threat and risk analysis that we'll teach you in our training that tells you this is a highly vulnerable place. I need to be on high alert here. Number two, I'm going to read this off computer here, so excuse me. This was a bucket bomb. The bomb was wrapped in a plastic grocery bag concealed in a bucket. All right, now this is the first bucket bomb that I've heard of. I've ridden the London Underground hundreds of times. I've never seen a bucket there, especially an unaccompanied bucket. All right, so part of the awareness training that we go through tells us we always look for a baseline. What is normal in this place where I am? What is normal on the London Underground? A bucket with no one standing near it is an abnormal thing. Right? That is outside the baseline. That's an anomaly. That should set up red flags to us. So in our lives, when we're moving throughout our lives looking at things, we should see things like that and say, something's wrong. I need to get away from this thing. Maybe a false alarm. Better a false alarm than to be a victim. Right, so that's the second thing. The third thing is, I want to read you a quote from one of the passengers they interviewed. He said, "The train was packed, and I was down the other side of the carriage, standing up, looking at my phone, and then I heard a big boom and felt this heat on my face." One of the suggestions I've made in a previous Thoughts for Thursday was, I would encourage you never to be on your cell phone when you are in motion. That includes on the Underground, in a taxi. Because especially in a place like this where we know it's dangerous, we know it's vulnerable, we need our awareness. We don't need to be locked into our cell phone while things happening around us we should be paying attention to and getting away from. Again, not to critique or attack this person, but saying to those of us, we need to be aware. We need to know, we need to perform our risk and threat analysis, know where we are, know how dangerous it is, and increase our awareness level based on that threat level. We should always watch for anomalies, anything outside the norm. You may feel paranoid doing it. Better be paranoid and alive and unhurt. And we should avoid focus lock, avoid our cell phones, be always aware wherever we go. Again, I wish these people the very best, and there are always things to learn from these situations. I hope we can learn some important lessons here. So again, be prepared, be aware, and be able to get out of there. Be your own bodyguard.